Hey, hey, you're asking yourself, what in the world is he doing? And where is he? Well, let me tell you. Well, I'll be glad to tell you what I'm doing out here. I've been home for 3 weeks. I've been bored to death. I'm very unsatisfied that I did 860 miles. I got nothing to do till July, so I came back. Yes, I did. And I'm planning to do at least 1,040 so I can finish the rest of it next year. Don't tell the church choir though, because I haven't told them yet. I'll be gone another 2.5 months during the summer, so I won't have to interrupt any work I've got to do. So that's what I'm doing out here, and I'm very happy about it. Thank you very much. And you're asking yourself, I thought he was hurt. How can he walk? Well, I had that taken care of, at least so I can do a little bit more traveling on foot. And here I am. How did I get here? Well, Amtrak. Started in Birmingham. They had a little waiting room that was dirty, about a 10 by 30 foot room, and I get a day over in Washington, D.C. at Union Station, which is quite impressive, even more so than Grand Central. Gold-plated ceilings, statues all around, 3 levels. And I go out the front door, and what do I see? Well, I see the Capitol building way off in the distance, and I have to go investigate. And investigate I did. Very impressive. The Donald wasn't there. I think he was off playing golf with Peyton Manning, so I couldn't say hello to him. But there were joggers, the Sunday morning crowd walking around. There was also a lot of security, helicopter flying overhead. And so I found myself at the White House. Just to be curious, I went on the other side of the White House and I saw the National Mall, I think it's called, and the Washington Monument way down there. It was quite a distance. It was more distance than I thought it would be. Several miles, well, 2 or 3 miles to get to the Washington Monument. And after you got to the monument, you look down and there's several more miles to go to the Lincoln Memorial and the Vietnam Memorial, which I really wanted to see. I just ran out of time. Here's the World War II Memorial. Very impressive, very somber tribute to the World War II veterans. It was a great day, and I was quite spent when it was over with. And so later that day, I came into Harpers Ferry on the same tracks that this train is traveling on. Harpers Ferry is quite a place. It is my favorite trail town, usurping both Damascus and Hot Springs. The amount of history that's in this town is unbelievable. If you ever have a chance to visit Harpers Ferry, do so. On the AT Trail just north of Harpers Ferry, I ran into a couple of guys that are through hikers. You tell they're through hikers because their beard's overgrown. They haven't shaved in a long time, and they got the legs of mules. So, where are you guys from?
I'm from Texas.
Texas?
Yeah, around the Fort Worth area.
Fort Worth. And
I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina.
And so you guys meet up on the trail and decide to hike together?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I see that a lot. So how long is this going to take, do you think?
Probably about 6 months.
Yeah, roughly about 6 months. Yeah.
So I don't think you're retired. You don't look old enough. No. So you managed to get away from work, huh?
Yeah. I just quit.
I actually got out of the military back in August, so I got a little bit of time.
I see.
Yeah.
So that's not a Z-Pax. That's one of those.
No, it's Z-Pax.
It is?
Yeah.
How do you like it?
I hate it.
You hate it?
Yeah, I really do. The frame doesn't work like it's supposed to. It doesn't transfer weight to the dips, but I'll get there with it. It'll be fun.
So what, you going to do the whole thing with that?
Yeah.
How do you like yours?
I didn't at first, but maybe like the last week, I finally got it
broken
to where it's broken in.
Yeah.
It's not off my shoulders, but it took me 1,000 miles, and it's a ULA Catalyst.
Yeah.
And I hated it whenever I first got it, and now it's just, okay, I'm going to buy it and just deal with it.
Well, maybe yours will break in or something.
Yeah, who
knows? If not,
yeah.
You'll just hate it forever.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It'll get me there. Yeah.
Well, and your trail names?
Slumberland.
Slumberland.
Slumberland, yeah.
Slumberland. So you have no trouble sleeping at night?
No.
And, well, nobody does that after they've walked 12 hours, I guess.
Yeah.
And your name?
Hopalong.
Hopalong.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the time. Nice to meet you all.
No problem. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. All right.
As I mentioned before, Harpers Ferry is a historic place. Because of its strategic location, it changed hands over the course of the Civil War several times. It looks like a busy place, but nobody actually lives here, as it is a historic park. People come in the morning and spend their time here during the day and leave. There are a few businesses here, but a lot of these places that you see are museums. Each house houses an aspect of Harpers Ferry from the past that's really very interesting. This video only has a few of them. So this is the national headquarters for the Appalachian Trail. The first thing I noticed when I came in was the stench of the bodies that haven't been washed in months. It also takes, the people here take pictures of all the through hikers and all the section hikers that make the whole trail. They call them the 2,000 milers, and they give them a certificate. Conservancy. And these are guys that run the whole trail from Georgia to Maine. These are the experts. If you have any questions, you can ask them. So I have a couple of questions. Have you met anybody on the trail from Siberia?
From Siberia?
Yes.
No, but I met potentially the first Polish woman hiking the trail just a few days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what is the attendance on the trail this year?
So far, we've seen more northbound hikers than we saw last year.
Uh-huh.
Last year was a record year.
Oh, really?
Last year we took pictures of over 1,500 northbound through hikers.
Wow.
And so far today, I think we're up to, for the year, 573.
Okay, what percentage of the people that go through here, what percentage will actually make it?
I tell people it's about 50-50.
50-50.
Yeah.
So you had 750 make it last year.
Yeah, and out of those, 600 and some actually filled out their 2,000 miler form and told us. Next year, or this year, we'll probably get another 100 2,000 miler applications from people that finished hiking the trail in 2016.
Wow.
In 2018, we'll probably get a handful more.
Uh-huh.
So we won't know like the numbers until 5 years out.
So 2018 is potentially the peak year.
Well, my hope is this is the peak year.
Oh.
Because that impetus for the Walk in the Woods movie
Yes.
should start fading, and the Wild movie should start fading.
Yeah.
So this might be the peak year. Depends
Well,
on how social media keeps it a
It
thing.
is. It is really crowded out there. It really is. Well, thank you for answering these questions.
Okay.
In 1782, this, one of the first houses in Harpers Ferry, was completed by Robert Harper himself. Unfortunately, he died before he could live in it, and his niece, Sarah Wager, took over the house, and her descendants married into the Swain family, whose family produced the first Supreme Court justice appointed by Lincoln. They call this place the Mansion because of the imported French wallpaper. It's a modest size, but the wallpaper and all the appointments inside the house was dazzling to the people that lived back then. And as you can see, this is the original Wager family furniture. As you can see, it's not anything spectacular to us by today's standards. Some crystal, some wallpaper, some comfortable furnishings, but still to the people back then, it was quite something back in the day. Okay, I'm in Harpers Ferry with, for a change of pace, a couple of bikers instead of hikers. And they have a, what kind of bike is this?
A specialized Evo comp, Dolce comp. It's a great bike.
Is that some kind of hybrid bike?
It's an adventure bike that Specialized came out with last year, or in 2015 actually, and it's awesome. It's awesome for this trail. It worked really well. I'm thrilled with it.
So where did you guys start?
We started in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Really?
We started on the Gap Trail. It was about 150 miles approximately. Ends in Cumberland. And
Then we switched to the C&O Trail, and we're here in Harpers Valley, Harpers Ferry.
Ferry.
Usually I have, you know, we're carrying packs, so normally this is loaded down with about 30 pounds of packs and stuff.
So how often do you get to a trail town like this, on average?
Well, I'd have to say the towns are closer together on the Gap in Pennsylvania. But here there's so many nice campgrounds that we don't really need to be in town to finish a day. We just camp out in the different campgrounds. They're probably about every 6-7 miles.
Yeah.
Really nice campgrounds.
Where are you going from
And
here?
we're headed to DC.
To
We've only
DC.
got, we'll be there tomorrow. We've only got about 60 miles to go, 65 miles to go.
So if the path is nice, what's the typical distance you can do in a day? If the weather's nice too?
We're averaging 40.
40.
Yeah, we're not working real hard at it. But I know there's people that have been doing 70. They look a little tired, they're a little haggard,
Yeah.
but they're doing it.
Well,
So
40 miles is a nice distance. Plus, if you
Yeah.
take it easy like that, you can see all the sights.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have trail names?
No.
No.
Just
Biker chick.
Yeah, right. No, we haven't really gone that direction, but we're not on the trail in a long-term way like these hikers are.
Yeah.
So I can see why they do that. It's kind of neat and unique. I like
Okay. Well, for this video, we'll call you Biker Chick number 1 and number 2.
that. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
So that was my day at Harpers Ferry. The day before, Sunday night, I got in late on the train, walked 3 miles to get to my hotel in Knoxville, Maryland. Today I found a shortcut, kind of illegal because it went across the CSX property, but I found it and it saved me a couple of miles. And you're seeing it here in the background. I wanted to tell you a little bit about my hiking partner, Avogadro. He's still going. He's in Pennsylvania, and in fact, Monday he spent a 0-day in a world-famous hotel called the Doyle Hotel. It's famous because it's kind of substandard, but the hikers love it, and so they support it. And he said it was better than most people said it was, and he enjoyed it. But this coming Thursday, he's picking me up. I'm going Nobo from my stay here in Maryland. I'm going Nobo and do as many miles as I can to the north. So he's picking me up, bring me back to Harpers Ferry, and then I'll go Sobo back down to where I quit down in Waynesboro. So I'll be going through the Shenandoah Valley when I go Sobo, and I'll take you with me. Until then, guess what? I'm rolling again. See you in the next video.